Hello, everyone. Welcome to Lauren is Living Life. I am Lauren Stong, and I am embracing lifestyle changes to help decrease all over inflammation and help to increase quality of life. This is episode 2, Environmental Yuckies and the Dirty Dozen. Super excited to present it to you guys, so let's check it out.
Thank you all again for joining me today. I appreciate you all being here. I hope you're all doing very well. I wanted to start out today with reflecting on episode 1 and check in with you guys. Lifestyle changes, setting you up for success. That was something we discussed. So what is important to remember is to not overwhelm yourself with changing everything all at once. That's not setting you up for success. And in fact, will probably revert you to going back to doing what you were doing before, even though that probably wasn't working for you either. So what I had suggested was for you to start recording your lives in a journal and in every nitty-gritty detail that you could imagine. And I'm interested to know how many of you have done this and if you have recognized any patterns in your recordings of what has made you feel well and what maybe has made you not feel so well. But I really hope you guys are all feeling well. The other thing that I had suggested was being sure that you got enough sleep. Don't deprive your body of its time to repair and recover. Important. Today, let's talk about it. I'm excited about it. I am going to discuss with you guys the environmental yuckies, the dirty dozen, and give you guys tips and tricks and suggestions with your household goods. There are a lot of environmental yuckies that we will eventually get into, but today specifically I am going to focus on your household goods. Your things like your toothpaste and your deodorant and your household cleaners, those types of things. Let's go ahead and jump right in.
Your autoimmune system is like a cup. You can only fill it with so much before it starts to overflow. These environmental factors can easily fill your cup, create inflammation, and potentially lead to a world of problems for you and your autoimmune system. Here is a list of the infamous Dirty Dozen. So what's important about this is that about 80% of your common household products contain at least one of these toxic ingredients. You want to try and avoid them at all costs. The problem is that most companies don't list their ingredients on the back of the label, so it might be something that requires more research on your end to look into and see if these products contain any of these ingredients. If you checked out episode 1, I assigned for homework downloading an app called Think Dirty. If you haven't done so, I strongly suggest doing it because what it does for you is, on a scale of 0 to 10, tell you how toxic your common household products are for you. It can be pretty scary, but at the same time also very interesting and fun to go around and scan all the products in your home. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of hints with navigating through it because looking at it right off the bat, it can be overwhelming. Let's dig in. At the bottom of the screen, you see an arrow pointing to a picture of a barcode. If you tap on that barcode, what you can do is actually bring up a screen to individually scan each of your household items. I find this to be probably one of the easiest ways to look common household products up and is pretty user-friendly and easy. At the top, you'll see a search bar where you can actually type in a product name and search for it that way instead. This is an example of a product that I pulled up, which is a pretty common household soap. So it rates an 8 on the Think Dirty scale. So if you look below that, there's a red box, a yellow box, and a green box. The red indicates that it's dirty, the yellow box indicates that it's half and half, and the green box indicates that it's clean. So below that, you'll see a listing of the actual ingredients within the product, and it will show you on a scale of 1 to 10 how the ingredients rate themselves. If you tap the tab at the top in the middle next to ingredients that says Our Picks, it will actually give you a listing of suggestions from Think Dirty to replace the product that you search for. I think that this is probably one of the most valuable parts of this app because if you don't know what products are clean, this takes all of the guesswork out of it for you. I wanted to give you guys a little background on two of my very favorite brands to clean with. One is Young Living's Thieves Cleaner, and this is very unique to Young Living. So it got its name from a very interesting and kind of funny story. There was a group of thieves during the bubonic plague that went around and robbed a bunch of dead bodies for their riches. And when they were asked how they survived the bubonic plague, they claimed it was the listing of ingredients that's actually in this bottle of cleaner. So the cleaner is a concentrate that gets mixed with water and it contains things like lemon and cinnamon and cloves. These ingredients all have natural antiviral and antibacterial properties, and the cleaner works fantastic. I use it on my bathrooms, my kitchen, my mirrors, my glass, the salon. It works great. My other absolute favorite brand to clean with is Norwex. If you have not checked out a Norwex demonstration, definitely get on YouTube and look them up. They have a demonstration where they usually use a piece of raw chicken, smear it on a surface, show you that that surface actually tests positive for salmonella, then using the Norwex cloth with just water, wipe up that same surface and show you that it tests negative after wiping up the surface with the Norwex cloth. What makes the Norwex cloths unique is that they're actually lined with silver and a very high grade microfiber thread to give it its antibacterial properties. They can be tossed in the washing machine and used over and over again, so you end up saving a ton of money on paper towels. The other thing that I think is cool is they have a wide variety of products that include face wash cloths and dust mitts and mops and all sorts of things. So if you haven't checked them out, I highly encourage you to do so.
Are you guys on information overload yet? Thanks for sticking with me. I appreciate it. I know I just threw a lot of information at you and wanted to take a minute to recap. What I think is important to walk away from today with is understanding that you have the resources to make educated buying decisions and purchase things that will help to keep your inflammation at bay. Now, that's whether you suffer from an autoimmune disease or not. I think that these are things that are really important for even weight loss or depression or anxiety. These are all things that contribute to it, because what it does is it creates a overflow of autoimmune responses for your body to react to. And when your autoimmune system is chucking out all these responses, it goes into overload. And what that will do is either one, create a flare, or two, potentially genetically cause a mutation, which is even scarier. And that's how I'm convinced I developed this disease. It was a genetic mutation, not something that runs in my family, and kind of a scary thought to think about. So these are the things, the little nitty gritty things that I think are really important for you guys to consider. And I want you guys to feel empowered to make those buying decisions. So what I want to leave you guys with today is, one, if you have not already done so, check out the documentary on Netflix called Stinks. This addresses a large portion of what we were just talking about, mostly with fragrance. And for those of you who aren't aware, fragrance is one of the most toxic things that we are exposed to, along with a lot of other things. And it addresses all of these chemical smells and how they impact your body, whether it's your autoimmune system, your hormones, your thyroid, women developing infertility issues. It goes on and on to talk about all of this stuff. So it's pretty interesting. And I would like to share that with you guys. And if you have checked it out, I would love to know your thoughts and what you think on it. And lastly, I'm going to leave you with a couple of my suggestions, particularly in relation to what we talked about today with household goods and cleaners, and how I think that you can start to make the changes to improve the quality of your life. So I'm going to leave you with that. I'm excited to see you guys again and check in with you. So keep me posted on your thoughts.